think we should just
Keep going?
Yeah.
Continue with Kate and then take
So we
questions.
Yeah.
Is that okay with everybody?
Would make sense.
Hi, I'm Kate. Sort of newer to this community. I've been a silent shadow. Ammiel and I met each other in 1973, and we've known each other for that long. And we both are teachers, and you all know what he does. But I'm a teacher of movement and dance. I've taught children for many years, and I'm a choreographer. And Olson's work, which was introduced to me by Ammiel in 1973, I've carried him with me in a way. Obviously, I haven't used him in my teaching, but his understanding and his writings about movement and about the body have deeply affected my thinking about performance, about movement, and about many other things. I'd like to take note that this whole room is covered in pictures about the body, so we're in a perfect place. The project that Ammiel and I sort of made for each other was to focus very closely on this one article that we found in stores. And it's a fragment. It's not finished. And what we set for each other was to write separately, to check in with each other, but not try to write together, and try to move through our ideas with the common ground of this one text. And what I'm seeing has happened, because we have exchanged our ideas now being here at the conference, is that what Ammiel has done is taken this consciousness of the body and sort of, with his knowledge of the theory around Olson, has talked about the body in space, the body in culture, the body in politics. And what I have done, and I'm about to do, is take you through my understanding of Olson's understanding of the inside of the body. And one of the ways that I would like to do this is begin with the idea of proprioception, and I would like for as many people who would like to is to stand in the circle with me, and I want to show an exercise that will give you an understanding of what proprioception really is. So there could be some witnesses if you don't feel like getting up, but I need a circle of people, maybe 20 people, 15 people. And my hands are cold, but I'd like to take hands. Good, want to turn here? So, we all have each other's hands, and what I'd like you to do is feel your feet on the floor, comfortable. And then I would like to slowly walk into the circle so that our shoulders and elbows are touching comfortably. Okay? And now get a little more comfortable. And what I want to do is find your feet. We can do this to music also. Now, we're going to all lean to the left without knocking each other over. So make sure you're really flush. We're going to, this is like sensitivity training, without falling, so we have to. So feel a lean. Okay, comfortably. Shift until somebody's there pushing you too hard. Okay, now come back to your self-center. Okay, now go the other way. I have to adjust. It's a height thing. Too hard. Too hard. Too hard. Come closer to me. Oh, we have to go in. Shift down. Okay, now, so we're yielding. Okay. Fred and I have one foot up. Okay, come back to center. Okay, we've just been doing some yielding. Okay, now back up. Push yourself away from your closed part. Now, we don't have enough room, but what I'd like you to imagine is somehow you can get so far away from each other. Maybe let's do it this way, so that just your fingers are touching. Just your fingers are touching. So we pushed, now we're reaching up to the sky, just fingers. And before you let go, grab hold of that person and pull them into you. And come back in. Pull, pull. There's the push. Yield, just yield into that. Now push away one more time. And reach up. Almost losing it, and then pull back, reach, and come back. And that is proprioception. And I will tell you more in the paper, but it's nice. What the proprioception is a combination of those four. Tell her to be quiet.
What are the four?
I wear this. That's Ammiel's mother. What? So, one of the ways that I like to teach, so I've just given you an experience, and I'm not going to tell you too much about it, but just to lead into my paper, those four qualities that I gave you physically, yield, push, reach, and pull, are activating the joints, the nerves in the joints, which is the nervous system feedback to what proprioception is all about. You cannot know where you are unless you have those four qualities, like at the speed of light circulating through your body. Do you see what I'm saying? And I was trying to, I'm thinking about this for months. How am I going to show a whole group of people, this speed of light experience of proprioception? But I think, let me read this now and see how we go. Okay. And I have to read. I lose my place if I just talk. But the body is a house, may indeed be a fragment whose full form is lost, but it is the first two pages that interest me. They tackle a very important question for the dancer, which is how to navigate the experience of one's anatomy, which may be the support ties for a buildable theory on the anatomy of experience, or how we come to know. So the idea is that how we move is really a bigger idea. Okay. So Olson writes, and this is in this little fragment, he writes, inside the body is a thing as vast and as difficult to experience as the universe. But it has this advantage, that it is inside and it can be experienced directly. This consideration, the experience and the directness, was and continues to be the subject of an entire field of study, what we now call somatics, a field that subsumes the movement arts and sciences ranging from kinesiology to sports, from choreographic techniques to dance therapy. Olson's comment descends from a long history of somatic research, and I'm going to give you a little history here. It's about a page. In 1794, Johann Christian Riehl, anatomist and psychiatrist, and in that order, he was an anatomist first, coined the two complementary terms gemeinful or general sensibility and synesthete or synesthesia, which is defined in Webster's dictionary as the vital sense. The undifferentiated complex of organic sensations by which one is aware of the body. That's the definition. Synesthesia was, according to Riehl, one of three that informed the soul. First was external sensation, or the perception of the outside world through the senses, which I think Ammiel was talking about in a more deep way. The second was the internal sense, otherwise called the organ of the soul, where the abilities of imagination, judgment, and consciousness were housed. And the third was this vital sense, otherwise named synesthesia. And the third is really what I'm talking about here, okay?